3, 2, 1.
It's the Puff and Steph podcast.
We are hanging out on a Monday. Hello, everyone, and happy start to your week. Thank you very much for being here with us. You got Puff, you got Steph. Today's show brought to you by Freisinger Hyundai. Right on the price, right on the pike. We're in the American Shaman of PA Studios. Have pain, have anxiety, can't sleep? Well, meet with a wellness consultant. American Shaman of PA. Life is better with the feather. Hempushealth.com. Steph, I have fantastic news for you.
Really?
Everything you think you know is wrong. Researchers from Purdue University claim eating more potatoes, even baked French fries, okay, that's key, baked French fries, can actually help keep blood pressure under control better than taking certain supplements.
So as long as they're not fried.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of sad because the fried ones are the best.
You could still make good baked ones.
True. It's true.
The secret is potatoes potassium, which helps to reduce sodium retention. Eating more potatoes also results in a greater drop in a certain type of blood pressure than taking potassium supplements, according to the study in the experiment involving 30 pre-hypersensitive to hypersensitive men and women. Researchers also discovered that French fries aren't necessarily bad for them. Having 330 calorie serving of baked French fries along with a normal diet had zero effect on the participants' blood pressure.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear.
I think this is good news. I really do. Again, if you like the fried, maybe don't do that. But you know what this does open up? Air fryers.
Right?
Right? You don't have to use
they're
oil.
Great.
They're fantastic. You don't have to use oil.
Right.
So, a little bit sometimes, but not a lot.
Right.
And you can eat French fries as long as you're not deep frying them.
This is the news we needed and deserved.
I think so too.
Yeah, it's good
You
stuff.
see a lot of bad news on TV, on the internet. Everything from buildings collapsing to, celebrities you have crushes on getting married.
The worst.
I thought you were the one, Blake Shelton. Anyway.
Aw, Pop, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I don't want to talk about it. Now, there is one caveat, and I think you should know this. The research was funded by the Alliance for Potato Research and Education.
There it is.
Okay.
There
All
it
right.
is.
The findings do appear in the Journal of Nutrients, though. So,
Oh, okay. So it's legit.
doesn't matter where it's funded, as long as that doesn't skew the results.
Right.
These potato people were so convinced, they were so sure of themselves and the potato that they're like, you know what, we're gonna pay for this study because we are certain that potatoes are better for you than you think, or at least not as bad as you may think.
Right. They must have been confident.
A lot of people cut potatoes,
What do you mean?
like when they would want to diet or
Oh,
something.
like they won't eat them?
Yeah.
No, it's sad.
But
It's
then
really sad.
there's stories where people have eaten nothing but potatoes and have lost significant amount of weight.
I would be willing to test that.
But
I could do it.
hold on. The ones that do it, that lose significant amounts of weight, it's not like they're eating French fries every day. They're eating like baked potatoes, no butter, no sour cream, no salt. They're just eating potatoes.
That's like the texture wouldn't even be appealing without something.
No, you don't
I
think
don't
so?
think so.
So sorry to dampen that part of the
You
news.
keep throwing caveats in.
No. Just sorry you're not going to go on the potato diet. That's all.
I'm not doing it. Not for me.
So 4th of July was last weekend, and some stories are coming out. They're pretty funny. Some aren't. Some are pretty serious. People have been getting hurt. A couple people even died from fireworks stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, terrible. This story's hilarious, though. Nobody died. One Florida man, shocking Florida, decided to take revenge on his neighbors who were shooting off fireworks at all hours of the night. In Cape Coral, people were awakened at 3 a.m. last weekend when an unidentified man began running around screaming, "Boom! Boom! Firecracker! Boom!" One woman said he was screaming and the dogs were barking. She went outside to tell him to shut up, but the man just continued screaming, "Boom! Firecracker! Isn't this annoying? Yeah!" He yelled at everyone to quit setting off fireworks in the middle of the night.
So how was what he was doing better?
He was showing them that what they were doing is annoying and bad.
Ah, life lesson. Okay, good
So
job,
like
guy.
a taste of your own medicine.
He showed them.
Like, I think this dude's awesome. I'm not even gonna make fun of him. Just running down the street yelling boom, 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 firecracker, boom.
I think I want to make fun of him
Why?
because it's obnoxious.
Yeah, I know, that's the point. He was trying to show them how obnoxious what they were doing was.
Were they really doing it at 3 a.m. though?
I think they were doing it pretty late.
Right.
So he just decided, like, I'm trying to sleep when you're setting these off. Now, what do you think was a good end time for fireworks?
I think 11.
You think 11?
I think so.
Now, listen, I'm gonna make a confession. Back in the day, like 10 years ago, I was living in an apartment, and someone was setting off fireworks at 1 a.m. I called the police. I called the non-emergency line.
You were that get off my lawn, you rotten kids guy.
Was I a Karen?
You were a Karen.
I said, hey, is it cool? Because here's the thing. It was. I'm trying to think of how this. Oh, it was July 4th was like a Friday, so everyone had off Friday, so they set off fireworks Friday, Saturday. Which honestly I don't care. But this was Sunday. I had to get up in the morning,
Right.
to go do a radio show. So I called and I said, listen, is this the number to call when people won't stop setting off fireworks? And they're like, yes, it is. I gave them the address and they're like, all right, we'll check it out. I don't care. It's 1:30 in the morning. I'm going to call the authorities.
I'm going to call the authorities. You are such a Karen.
I don't think I am.
I think you are. Here's the thing.
What would you do if you had to wake up in the morning?
Here's the thing. If it happened multiple nights in a row, I'd be like, all right, this is getting old. But one night, kids are just having a
It
good
was
time.
multiple nights in a row. You set up fireworks Thursday night before the 4th, then the 4th, then the Saturday, and you had plenty of time to do it on Sunday as well. But you decided to. This person did not do. Listen, you want to celebrate America? I'm right there with you.
Cheers
America,
to that. Yep.
right? Yeah. From sea to shining sea and all that, right? But if you do it at 1:30 in the morning, you're doing it to be a jerk. You're not like, I'm going to celebrate America at 1:30 in the morning on a Sunday where everyone has to go back to work after partying all weekend.
Right.
No, you're going, it'd be really funny. We have these fireworks left. I know we were going to save them for Jason's party. Let's not save them for Jason's party. Let's shoot them off right now at 1:30 in the morning. That's a great idea, dude. That's what it was.
Right, they're doing it
so
on purpose.
I don't feel bad about it. And you know what? I would do it again.
You're still a Karen.
1:30 in the morning on a Sunday
Karen.
after a weekend.
Karen.
What would you have done? Just sat there and taken it?
Your girl sleeps like a rock, so I probably wouldn't have even known. The world could be burning around me, and I would be having sweet dreams.
All right. What about your dogs?
Miley does get scared. And
So now she's scared at 1:30 in the morning?
To be fair, I'd be sleeping through her scaredness.
Let's say she jumps up on your bed and on your face. That's what my dog does because she's scared.
I would feel bad.
1:30 in the morning, your dog is freaking out.
To be fair, she'd be scared if it was 4 o'clock in the afternoon. She doesn't care what time it is. She'd be scared. So it doesn't really matter what time it is.
So it wouldn't matter that they scared your poor dog.
Well, I couldn't call the cops if they were doing it at 9 o'clock at night. It's not the middle of the night. I wouldn't call the cops for
Right.
that. And Miley would be scared regardless of what time of day it was. So I don't know if I'd feel like that was valid.
So would anything make you call the cops? What if they just kept doing it? What if it was like hour-long fireworks?
Maybe if it was really drawn out. I'd really tread away from the Karen.
What if it was like every 25 minutes, just one?
Every hour on the hour.
Like, it's 3 a.m. They've been setting things off since 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
12 times. Yeah, maybe eventually, but like I said, I don't know if I could go down that Karen road.
Now, would you if there wasn't a name for a person who complains?
I don't know, because it's still there.
Yeah, but it's different stigma with Karen now.
True. It's a whole different ball of wax.
Because there was no Karen when I did this like 10 years ago. There was no Karen.
But once you open that door, there's no turning back. Like, you are a Karen. You can't come back from that.
I don't think I've ever called the cops since on anyone.
Didn't you say that you got kind of bothered by those kids that were playing on your lawn the one time?
Yeah, but I'll tell you why. Number one, I didn't say anything.
You wanted to.
I did, but number two, I don't know their parents. And if one of those kids falls, I just have a feeling we're gonna get sued.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Like that's. It's not that I don't care about the child's safety. I mean, I kind of don't. But like, I just don't want to get sued.
Don't want to get sued, right? Hey, that's fair.
And we're such a litigious nation that. I'm married to.
Word of the day.
I'm married to a lawyer. We're such a litigious nation that if I don't know those parents.
True.
If those kids fall on my front lawn, oh, your front lawn wasn't safe for my children.
No, that's a fair point.
Children shouldn't be on my front lawn.
Right.
Well, that doesn't matter. I mean, think about it. You have to keep a fence around your pool.
Right. Because if a kid would fall in.
Because of lawsuits.
Yeah.
The kid shouldn't even be in my backyard, but if they decide to walk through my backyard, then they're going to walk through my backyard and climb my pool fence. So it was more of that than, like, I couldn't care less if a kid's on my lawn. I just don't trust their parents.
Right. You were still treading into that territory, but you didn't say anything.
I don't know who died and made you the person who decides who's a Karen or not.
I'm just saying, it's a
Calling
fact.
the cops someone, like, if you call the cops someone who blows fireworks at 10, yeah. 1:30 in the morning, when it's not even 4th of July, when it's like the 6th of July now.
No, you're right. They were pushing the limits. They were pushing the envelope.
So I don't know why I'm getting so worked up.
Seems like something a Karen would do, doesn't it?
Misconnection Monday's next.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.
Freisinger Hyundai, a refreshingly different car buying experience. Freisinger Hyundai dedicates itself to customer satisfaction. From the initial sale to the maintenance you'll need during the life of the vehicle, Freisinger Hyundai treats you like family. Check out their large selection of both the latest Hyundai lineup to certified pre-owned and used vehicles. Come see how Freisinger Hyundai drives the difference and tailors the purchase process to your needs. Right on the price, right on the pike. Freisinger Hyundai, 6115 Carlisle Pike, Mechanicsburg, 717-766-8422. During this time, many are out of work and struggling just to get by. It's good to know that your friends at Capital City Buy and Sell in Harrisburg have your back. If you're in need of extra help during the pandemic, you can pawn or sell unwanted or unneeded items that you may have laying around your house, including jewelry, electronics, tools, musical instruments, and a whole lot more. Capital City Buy and Sell is open 7 days a week, and they're always paying cash. Plus, they have low pawn interest and terms if you aren't quite ready to say goodbye to your item just yet. Capital City Buy and Sell, 3517 Walnut Street, Harrisburg. Online at harrisburgpapawn.com. Great news, everyone! American Shaman of PA's doors are back open for normal operations, and they're ready to bring you the much-needed relief that you've been waiting for. They care about their customers, and their customers keep coming back for more. Steve K says, American Shaman products drastically decrease my back pain and relieve my stress in just 1 month. Thank you. Stop by your local American Shaman of PA store for a free CBD sparkling water and free samples. Find their locations and more at hempushealth.com.
Do you love saving money but hate buying one of those coupon books filled with places you'll never go to? Well, here comes Quick Save Coupons to save the day. Quick Save Coupons is an app where you can find savings for restaurants, stores, and experiences that you will love. And here's the best part. It's free. No big coupon books to buy, no websites to give your information to. Quick Save Coupons will show you all of the savings in your area right on your phone. Just go to Google Play or the App Store and download the Quick Save Coupons app. Then start saving money on many of the places you already go to.
Now back to the Puff and Steph Podcast.
Mondays mean love on the podcast. Steph and I scouring the pages of Craigslist to help Central Pennsylvania find that special someone, or let that special someone know that someone's been watching you. Misconnection Monday begins right now.
All right, let's see. First up, we have gorgeous bus driver. If by any slim chance you happen to see this, please feel free to reach out. Yeah, I'm sure. Was obviously hard to try to strike up a conversation, considering that you had to get going on your daily route. But you definitely made my day. I hope you see this.
All right. Yeah, but didn't say where the route was?
No, very vague. So good luck to you.
You know what? I think this is a good self-esteem booster for any bus driver out there. If you think someone's talking about you, they are. They are.
Might as well reach out.
Starbucks last week, Camp Hill. You picked up your coffee and sat outside this morning. You wore a gray swirly tennis skirt and had glasses on. What color is your hair, and what color of top were you wearing? I'd love to meet you and buy you a drink. You were adorable. Okay. That's actually not that bad, right? I put this in here because of this last part. Apparently, this isn't the first time this guy has been looking for this woman, or the first time he put up a misconnection.
Oh,
because
it's a recurring one.
He wrote, "Please don't flag this posting. It isn't vulgar, and I'm merely trying to, in quotes, connect with someone that caught my eye. Thank you."
Aww.
So I don't know who's been taking down this guy's post.
He's been flagged.
Is it always this girl at Starbucks, or has he been looking for multiple people, and finally she's like, just please, this is my 7th misconnection, and they keep getting taken down.
Please don't flag me. It almost makes you feel bad for him. Almost.
Yeah, a little bit.
Cake decorator friend. Hey, when we met, you told me that you started a gig decorating cakes. I would like to pick you up sometime. If you would make it to my house. Let me know if you're still traveling a lot. And are you still decorating the cakes? I don't know if that's a euphemism.
I was going to say, do you think that's code for something?
I'm really curious. I don't know if I want to know.
Can you read it again? Just like the cake decorating part.
So it says, last time we talked, you told me you started a gig decorating cakes.
Okay.
Let me know if you're still traveling, and are you still decorating the cakes?
That's got to mean something else.
I know. I have so many unanswered questions.
I'm sorry. I don't know if I want to put decorating the cakes into Urban Dictionary or not and see what comes up.
Oh, that would give you your answer.
I know. I don't know. Okay.
I don't know if we should.
Walmart bubbly plus white gal. I don't know what this means. Hi, I was the middle-aged guy who helped you with your groceries. Didn't get a chance to get your number. Does this ring a bell? Is at the Walmart a little while back. If you think this was you, feel free to contact me here. Thanks. So my question with this one, is this a wide net casting? If you think this might have been you, I'm willing to take multiple inquiries.
It's a wide net casting while trying to make it look like it's not.
Is it? Okay.
Because he's not openly going, anybody can answer this, but it's kind of implied.
All right, that's your Misconnection Monday. I'm going to Google in the break what cake decorating means. I'm going to check it out. So we all know that the hell that is Australia exists. And there's so many things that could kill you, both on the island, off the island, flying over the island, whatever. It is Death Island. So when you live in Australia, I already have a little bit of respect for you, just to start. Without even knowing you, to me, you have to be a tough person, right? You live in Australia. There's sharks and snakes and spiders and crocs and dangerous rabid koala bears that are jumping out of
crazy kangaroos that box you.
Yeah, kangaroos that
right.
want to start fist fights with you.
Right.
Not even to mention the sharks that are surrounding the place. But police in Australia rescued 2 naked men from a forest after they were startled by a deer while nude sunbathing on a beach, and then they became lost. So 2 dudes, nude sunbathing on a beach in Australia, got startled by a deer of all animals and ran away and got lost in the woods.
Something about the story doesn't add up.
They ran to the national park, got lost. The younger man was found naked and carrying a backpack, while the older man was partially clothed. The men were fined $1,000 each for breaching a stay-at-home pandemic order.
They're still in that?
It's kind of funny.
That's horrible.
The police commissioner described the pair as idiots, which is hilarious.
Yeah. But you don't normally hear police commissioners talk that way.
You live on Death Island with all the animals that I just said. And probably more that I don't even know. There's probably a bug there that kills you.
Probably.
Can't let this bug sting you. Your head pops. And you're going to be startled and then get lost in the woods by a deer? Last time I checked, it's not like, these are Australian deer. They kill 30 men a year. No, like, you don't hear those stories. It's just a deer,
Like, we
bro.
have deer here. They're very common.
Yeah. I mean, sure, if you hear something in the, like, move in the woods, and you got to be on edge, right? It's Australia.
Right.
So maybe you start running, but eventually you're like, oh, that was just a deer.
It's a deer. We're okay. He's more scared of us than we are of him.
They saw it, so they know that it was a deer that startled them. This, like, if you think, oh man, we thought a croc came out of the woods or something, which I don't know if that's possible, but let's say it was.
Right.
I get it. It's a crocodile. You want to create some distance. Deer? Well, yeah, not so much. Once you realize it's a deer, it's okay. You're safe, bro. Like, go back to your nude sunbathing, you weirdos.
Right. It's just a deer. Wow.
So, I thought that story was very interesting, and...
You like to talk about anything that involves all the stuff going on in Australia.
I do. And you like to talk about Disney, so we're going to do that next. Okay?
Yes.
All right.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.
Freisinger Hyundai, a refreshingly different car buying experience. Freisinger Hyundai dedicates itself to customer satisfaction. From the initial sale to the maintenance you'll need during the life of the vehicle, Freisinger Hyundai treats you like family. Check out their large selection of both the latest Hyundai lineup to certified pre-owned and used vehicles. Come see how Freisinger Hyundai drives the difference and tailors the purchase process to your needs. Right on the price, right on the pike. Freisinger Hyundai, 6115 Carlisle Pike, Mechanicsburg, 717-766-8422. During this time, many are out of work and struggling just to get by. It's good to know that your friends at Capital City Buy and Sell in Harrisburg have your back. If you're in need of extra help during the pandemic, you can pawn or sell unwanted or unneeded items that you may have laying around your house, including jewelry, electronics, tools, musical instruments, and a whole lot more. Capital City Buy and Sell is open 7 days a week, and they're always paying cash. Plus, they have low pawn interest and terms if you aren't quite ready to say goodbye to your item just yet. Capital City Buy and Sell, 3517 Walnut Street, Harrisburg. Online at harrisburgpapawn.com. Great news, everyone! American Shaman of PA's doors are back open for normal operations, and they're ready to bring you the much-needed relief that you've been waiting for. They care about their customers, and their customers keep coming back for more. Steve K says, American Shaman products drastically decrease my back pain and relieve my stress in just 1 month. Thank you. Stop by your local American Shaman of PA store for a free CBD sparkling water and free samples. Find their locations and more at hempushealth.com.
Do you love saving money but hate buying one of those coupon books filled with places you'll never go to? Well, here comes Quick Save Coupons to save the day. Quick Save Coupons is an app where you can find savings for restaurants, stores, and experiences that you will love. And here's the best part. It's free. No big coupon books to buy, no websites to give your information to. Quick Save Coupons will show you all of the savings in your area right on your phone. Just go to Google Play or the App Store and download the Quick Save Coupons app. Then start saving money on many of the places you already go to.
Now back to the Puff and Steph Podcast.
All right, Steph, do you have another trip to Disney planned anytime soon?
Hopefully in the fall at some point.
In the fall?
Yeah,
okay.
Hopefully.
Disney World and wildlife officials in Florida have reportedly been removing alligators. They're all over the park. If I said to you, Steph, in the last 5 years, how many alligators do you think they've removed from the Disney parks? What number would you come up with?
In the last 5 years?
Last 5 years.
A couple dozen, maybe?
A couple dozen? Okay.
That would be my immediate guess.
All right. You want to take one more?
No.
250.
No. Ew.
They have removed, in the last 5 years, 250 alligators from around the theme park. Obviously, you know what happened in 2016. 2-year-old boy was killed by an alligator near the Disney Grand Floridian Resort and Spa. I don't know if you remember that story, but they were swimming in an area that said, don't swim.
Yeah.
And, I think they even had a picture of an alligator. And they're like, don't swim, you could die. And the parents were like, that's just a suggestion.
Right.
And their kid is now dead. So Disney has tried to kind of stop those incidents before they start. Last 5 years, 250 alligators have been removed from the park.
Yeah, they're everywhere. There's some in Michael's neighborhood. He lives down there.
Right, you're telling me.
Just hanging out by the pond, chilling, sunbathing.
There was a video that went viral a couple weeks ago, and it was Florida, and it was like an alligator crossing the street, being followed by like giant birds.
Yes,
Did you see that? Did you see that?
Barbara tagged us in that.
Really?
Yeah, she
Okay.
tagged us in it on Facebook.
Yeah. Was that Florida or was that Australia? I don't remember.
I think it was Florida.
All right, yeah. So Florida, we just talked about Australia. Florida is America's Australia, and I don't know, like just as you're walking around the park, know that at any minute something can jump out and bite your leg. These are probably not big alligators that, they would not go unnoticed, right? So these are probably smaller alligators that wouldn't kill you, but it'd hurt.
Oh, yeah.
Or they creep up into strollers and snatch babies.
Aww.
It's been known to happen.
Yeah.
A couple times a year.
All the time.
Yeah, Disney does a good job at yeah.
They hide it.
Yeah, absolutely. So just something else to look out for next time you go.
Thank you for that. Making me feel so good about all my trips.
And I'm sure as we get closer to that trip, I'll have more for you.
Thank you.
Time to stump Steph. According to a recent survey, this is the number one thing moms daydream about. What is it? The number one thing moms daydream about. It's kind of funny. I wouldn't have guessed this. This is a little tough one.
Does it have to do with food?
No.
Does it have to do with doing something without their kids?
No.
Something relaxing?
It could lead to something relaxing, but you got to start with this.
And it's not a food or beverage?
Correct. What would like? These are daydreams, all right? So these are things you just fantasize about. These are things that you wish would happen that probably never will.
And it involves their kids being a part of this daydream?
Oh, I'm sure that they bring their kids along for whatever adventure it would lead to.
Some kind of trip.
No, not really a trip. It could lead to trips, but it has to start with this one thing. What do you need for trips?
Making more money.
How do you get money?
Getting a better paying job.
No.
Hitting the lottery.
There we go. The number one thing moms daydream about is winning the lottery.
Yeah, I could see that.
Your life gets so much easier.
Yep.
Right? Maybe
People
hire...
say money doesn't make you happy.
Yeah, no, it does. They're liars. The key is when you get that money, because a lot of lottery winners end up broke, they end up dead, they end up like crazy drug and alcohol habits. The idea is when you hit the lottery is to try to live the same life, or try to find a hobby, start a business, do something that's going to keep you occupied, because a lot of money and nothing to occupy your time.
Could be bad.
Even Steph is in the back of some New York City club doing a line of blow. Just kidding. She's not. According to a workplace survey, around 40% of women say their biggest pet peeve is when coworkers steal their ideas. Men's biggest workplace pet peeve is this. Let me give you a hint. It has nothing to do with work. So women's biggest workplace pet peeve has to do with work. Men's, nothing to do with work.
Someone steals their food out of the fridge.
No.
Does it have to do with a coworker?
Yes.
Eating loudly.
It's a good one, but no.
Does it have to do with food of some kind? Something with workplace morale.
I wouldn't say that, no. It has very little to do with work at all. What would annoy you, or what would be a pet peeve of you? Let's say if you work next to someone, right? They're in your immediate vicinity. What would bother you?
Messy desk.
That would bother you that much if they had a messy desk? Okay.
A lot of people would be bothered by it, I think.
It's not that. But it would.
They talk loud on the phone.
No. It would bother you. Talking loud, it would bother you, right? Because they're annoying you. Messy desk, maybe not so. So this one would definitely bother you. You would have a problem with this.
Something they're doing at their desk?
Nope.
Something about their desk itself.
Not their desk, no.
Something about them.
Yeah.
They smell.
That is men's number one biggest pet peeve.
Is it really
at
that
work.
common that an adult Smells?
I don't know. I don't know. When I was really poor, I couldn't wash my clothes that much because I didn't have the money. So I probably smell bad. So, did you just smell now? Did you just do that?
No.
Okay.
I was laughing.
All right. Just thought you're checking. All right, everybody. We'll be back on Wednesday. We hope you have a fantastic start to your week. We'll see you later.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.